The defense has rested its case in the Michael Valva trial. Valva is accused of killing his 8-year-old son in 2020. News 12's crime reporter Krista McNally has been following this case from the very beginning and has the latest details. Good evening, Krista.
Good evening. That's right. The defense has rested its case, and Michael Valva made the decision today not to testify. His lawyers explained why he made this decision.
We feel that the district attorney was highly passionate about this case, that there was emotional appeal, and we were concerned about the cross-examination.
Defense attorney John Laturco saying they are concerned the cross-examination of Valva may unduly influence the jury. On Tuesday, the defense called several witnesses, including the head of security from Long Island Community Hospital, to the stand. Tony Massia explained who was present in the family room at the hospital with Michael Valva on the day his son died. The defense entered into evidence surveillance video from the hospital. In the video, Valva is seen with his head in his hands, rocking back and forth. And the head of security said he was distraught at the time. Under cross-examination, the prosecution highlighted a portion of the same video that showed Michael Valva texting for much of the time he was in that room and sitting with his legs stretched out, described as relaxed and comfortable by the prosecution. We also heard from an NYPD patrol officer and PBA union representative who described Michael Valva on the day after his son died as stoic and not functioning as he normally would. Kenneth Wengert said when he went with Valva to the morgue after Michael saw the body of his young deceased son, he said he was weeping, wailing, moaning, and crying. The last witness brought for this case was a private investigator that read text threads between Michael and his ex-fiancée, Angela Polina. In a text sent on January 17, 2020, Michael texted her saying, quote, "He cried," and, quote, "I heard him cry."
It occurred when Michael was in the ambulance on his way to Long Island Community Hospital. So he either heard Thomas crying in the ambulance or he believed that Thomas cried in the ambulance.
Valva is accused of forcing 2 of his sons to sleep in a garage for months. His 8-year-old son Thomas died of hypothermia after sleeping in that garage when it was only 19 degrees out. And the prosecution has said the boy's father took him outside naked on that bitter morning to hose him off, all while screaming and yelling at the child in an expletive-filled rant. Now, the defense has rested its case. Michael Valva has pled not guilty to the charges he is facing. The jury has seen and heard all of the evidence they are going to during this trial, and the summations are expected to begin on Thursday. That is the latest from Riverhead. Krista McNally, News 12, Long Island.